Thank you so much for checking out this free video. If you don't mind, please click like and subscribe. Mention this. So Triple H he made a comment a couple of days ago, and everybody's jumped all over it.
No.
He basically said, what he said was, I don't book to have great matches. I book to have great storylines, okay? That's what he said. And then, like a bunch of people that hate WWE and him and whatever, they have now decided that what he actually said was, I don't care about great matches. That's not what he said. What he said was, I don't book for great matches, I book for great storylines. And I can already see on the chat that people still don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the thing.
When you have confidence in your locker room, all of the matches will be good, regardless which ones you book. So he's saying he's booking, the focus is for the story, trusting that they will actually be still good matches.
Yes, you cannot watch, like, if you think that he thinks that wrestling doesn't matter, then you don't watch the product. I mean, I just watched a Monday Night Raw where it was like one great match after another for 2 hours and 40 minutes until the main event. So 2 hours. 2 hours of one great match after another. What he's saying is there's two ways to book, okay? You can find something, okay, for example, the Bloodline, all right? Sammy was put into the Bloodline as a heel. It was supposed to be a short-term thing. But Sammy ended up being really funny, and he started cracking the guys, and people started to really enjoy it. And so they built this storyline that involved Sammy. The storyline was more important. They shifted and they changed the storyline. And then, of course, matches ended up taking place. But, like, the focus was on what's this storyline, okay? The other way to book is to look at your roster and go, I got two awesome guys. I got Takeshita and I got Okada. Therefore, I'm going to book a storyline that results in them having an incredible match, okay? There's nothing wrong with either, okay? Obviously, Tony will put together like a bunch of great matches for a pay-per-view and book backwards so that he gets to these fantastic matches, okay? And I don't even think he always does that. I mean, it's the same thing. He's just going to have great matches. There's so many guys. But Triple H is not looking at the roster and going, you know what would be a fantastic match? Rey Mysterio Jr. and Phoenix. Therefore, I am going to book backwards from there to put a match with these two guys together that I know will be great. That's all he's saying. He is booking his storylines based on what he thinks is a great storyline that will get people interested in matches. At that point, hopefully the matches are good. They're not always going to be good, but, I mean, for everybody that loves, like, God bless the guy, Jey Uso, he ain't going to go out there and have great matches, okay? But the people got into Jey Uso. They got into him going after the title. They got into him beating Gunther at WrestleMania. They got into Yeet. And so he booked storylines around this guy. But he certainly was not booking storylines going, you know, it's going to be a great match, Jey Uso and whoever, because it's probably not going to be. So we'll get Lance's thoughts. Hold that thought. We'll get Lance's thoughts on how to book after the break. Wrestling Observer Live. Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here. Wrestling Observer Live. Lance Storm is joining us. What's your take on all this booking?
Well, I think either can work, and I think the best illustration of what Hunter means is if you have a guy like Sami Zayn, he's clearly going to have a great match with anybody. He almost always has the best match on the show anyway, so with a guy like that, you're better to look at him and go, okay, what's the best story I can tell with him? And your Bloodline one was a great example, because that caught fire and really helped ignite business when it happened. And again, if you're in AEW and you've got, well, what am I going to do with Kyle Fletcher? Well, he's a guy that can have a great match with anybody too. So there's nothing wrong with just deciding what's a great story to tell with Kyle Fletcher. But if you want to be the booker that just go, okay, who's Kyle Fletcher going to have the greatest match with? And pick a guy, whoever it is, Kenny Omega. If you can then come up with a great story to build to that match, then that can work too. So it's just a booking approach, and if you have a strong enough locker room, which both companies do, you can just tell the best story you can.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.